Okay, I'm round 2 against Mojo Joe. That one's not too hard to pronounce. He has no soul-binded cards, so he's probably Herald. This is actually a question I don't know the answer to. It's whether to play Frostmane Dragon turn 1 or Nexus Aeronaut, with no information of what they have. I think I generally tend towards Nexus Aeronaut, because turn 2, Frostmane's a little better, though it's kind of hard to say. Frostmane Dragon does let you use Oratek a lot more efficiently. It's also a smidgen bigger, a little less resilient. If I had a Relic Scout there, I would have played Relic Scout Aeronaut, because that gives it 3 armor and it's really hard to kill. Whereas the Frostmane Dragon would only be a 6/7, which is still big, but not as big. So it looks like he's playing Brood Queen without Duskmaws, which is a strange choice. And he lets me kill his Brood Queen. That's odd. I can actually kill all of his creatures, right? I can play the egg in a side lane. Then I can move my Frostmane Dragon here to kill his guy, then attack, play Relic Scout Brimstone Tyrant to kill his Brood Queen, and then play Aeronaut in the this lane right here. So I want to play Brimstone Tyrant in this lane. He gets a Leyline Demon off the Relic Scout, which is kind of annoying, but I probably could have thought about that. I honestly didn't even think about it. Though, it doesn't change my play. I still would have used the Brimstone Tyrant to kill his guy. So he wakes up his own Dozer with the poison, which is neat. It's definitely a strong play. I think what I want to do is, I definitely want to Oratek. I'm just trying to decide whether I want to play Borean Windweaver and move my Tyrant in front of the Malice Hermit to kill it. And if so, where do I put the Windweaver? Because I can block the Windweaver and put it to 1 toughness, which dies to his next Malice Hermit. He only has 1 left in his deck. Blocking is not that great because it dies in 2 turns. I can just take 8 damage. So I think what I'm going to do is play this here, move my Tyrant. Hopefully he doesn't get any Leyline Golems. If he gets a Leyline Golem here, I would have to Oratek my Brimstone Tyrant because it has Breakthrough. Luckily he doesn't. So we can Oratek my Aeronaut, attack, kill his Dozer, and then my Brimstone Tyrant dies. It's a poison. Heralds is actually going to be pretty good against his Leyline Demons. If I'm lucky, he has a couple in his hand and I can like draw them out with my Heralds and deal a bunch of damage to him. Though it all depends on what he plays. I don't really have a lot of plays this turn. I've got 2 creatures with mobility. The Nexus Aeronaut only has 6 toughness because it already dealt 2 damage with the armor from the poison. So he can block with any 6-power creature. And then my Oratek Explosives would have to go on the Windweaver, which can be blocked with the side lane and this lane if he plays a creature big enough, like, yeah, Shardblade Behemoth. And since my Windweaver doesn't have Breakthrough, I can't really hit the Shardblade Behemoth away. It's a weird place to play Dozer, though. Though actually kind of good for me, because now I can... Let me think here. So the play is Herald of Destruction for sure. I just don't know whether... Okay, so I know I want to do this. And I can actually kill his Dozer, the Awakened, with my other Herald, because it'd be 4 power. That doesn't play around Leyline Demon, but I think it's a little better than Orateking my guy to get the Leyline Demons. I could also just play the Herald, but then I wouldn't have any place to put my Scout, and he has a lot of Malice Hermits in his deck, so I don't really want to do that. So I think I want to do is hopefully dodge the Leyline Demons here. Okay, no Leyline Demons. And then replace that, attack his Dozer, so it awakes, and then the Dozer dies to Herald. And then move my Windweaver. And I was actually hoping he'd drop like 3 Leyline Golems there and I'd wreck him, but I don't think he's playing Leyline Golem. They generally tend to just play the Demon. Dendrify. Anytime they play Dendrify in rank 1, it's pretty good. That means they don't have any other good options. Because Dendrify in rank 1 and 2 is the same thing. They both kill rank 2 or lower creatures. I don't have any rank 2 creatures in my first turn, so... or my first rank. Another Dozer. Don't actually think that matters. I don't actually know how the Oratek thing works with the Dozer. It doesn't really matter because I can actually just pump my Herald to kill it anyway. And I think that's what I'm going to do because I don't have any level 2 creatures to play. So I'm definitely playing Oratek on the Herald to... actually, that would kill Dozer. That's still fine. Because I don't remember how this works. Because if you deal battle damage to a player, and then this is whenever it's dealt damage and not destroyed. So I don't know what's replaced first. I think I just pump the Tree Folk and then play a... I mean, hell, I could even play the Herald and then pump my Herald I just played. That way I get to damage the Dozer. It comes in as an 8/8, and then I deal 4 plus 7 plus 5 is 12 damage to him, plus the 12 I'm already dealing with my creatures. I think that's a little better than trying to figure out the interaction between Explosives and Dozer. I don't actually know the interaction, otherwise... usually I just try it out, but I'm trying to teach something. I'd rather take the guaranteed play. So that way I kill his Dozer, deal a bunch of damage to him, still have a bunch of creatures in play. I don't know how he'll gain life this turn, but it'd be sweet if he did. I'm trying to keep my middle lane open in case I draw my level 2 Nexus Aeronaut, by the way. So he went ahead and killed one of my Heralds, which is actually a pretty good trade because I spent 2 cards on that card. So the play here is to play a Relic Scout and a Leyline Tyrant. I mean, I have 2 plays, right? So I can play Brimstone Tyrant, make all my creatures weaker, which I don't think is the play because it doesn't really do a whole lot for me. I could play Leyline Tyrant and Rage of Kadris, or I could play 2 Leyline Tyrants. Actually, I probably think playing 2 Leyline Tyrants is better, which means I shouldn't have used my Relic Scout on that Leyline Tyrant, but I wasn't thinking all my moves through. I was just gonna like instantly play Leyline Tyrant and Rage. Which is not that great in this case. I mean, this way I kill his Shardplate Behemoth, but leaving his Shardplate Behemoth as a 2/2 isn't that big a deal. Like, I would have rather done that than trade away a Leyline Tyrant. And a Relic Scout. Another Dozer. He's really low. I don't know if he can afford to be playing these cards to deal damage to him. Especially when I can force him... I can force Leyline... I know he's playing Leyline Demon, so I can force Leyline Demons out of his hand with a Relic Scout and this Herald. So I think no matter what, my play is Relic Scout, Herald, and then I can decide between Windweaver or Windspark, depending on what his second card is this turn. It's a Shardplate Behemoth, so... I think it's Windspark, or Windweaver. Because that way I get to move my Herald out of the way, because I don't want to just die to Dozer. So I can play Herald here, and then I can block his Dozer with my big Herald. And it lives because Herald level 2 is gigantic. Unfortunately, he didn't play any Leyline Demons, or didn't have any in his hand, because that would have won me the game. With the because the Herald comes into play before the demons do. The level 2 Herald does, so that would have done like 12 damage per demon. And since he's at 8, he's actually just like kind of dead here. I don't see how he lives. Yeah. Sweet. Another successful game against the Brood Queen Menace that didn't play Spirit Stone Sentries or Duskmaws.